one of the things I have learned in terms of about most markets, right, is that markets tend to go in cycles. So it's like, it's not, the market doesn't just go straight up. Like companies just keep doing better and better and better. Like all businesses and stuff, like they'll have good times and you'll have bad times, just like life. You'll have good times, you have bad times. And I think the JSE, as we said, there were 2 years where we were the best performing stock exchange in the world, and I'm sure that you could consider that a bull market. But we couldn't just keep going up to the moon. Like at some point, things had to turn around and not go as well. And if you like I guess this is even going into kind of like our sentiment point, that my read of the sentiment for a lot of people is that, the market is down, the overall market isn't like, I don't know, I'd have to check the index and stuff, but it's not like, it's far from like its all-time high. I mean, a big reason for that, if you like look at our market, a lot of the companies, like for example, NCB used to make up like a huge percentage of the market. Like, I don't know the number off my head, but I think it was probably all like 20% or something like that. So it's like, if NCB falls, the overall market will fall. Even if almost every other company did well, it would take almost every other company doing well and doing well to a significant degree for the overall market to still go up if one of the companies that makes up most of the market drops. So, I think that will be interesting to see. There was even a quote from this guy, Howard Marx. There were some interesting quotes that he has. And he talks about, there's this one. So he says, there are 3 stages of a bull market. The first stage, when only a few unusually perceptive people believe things will get better. So that's almost like the first movers, the analysts, the people that watch Limitless Podcast. The second stage are when most investors realize that improvement is actually taking place. So this is like the second order, like people are catching on after. So these are the people that watch the clips on TikTok. And then the third stage is when everyone concludes that things will get better forever. And he was saying that like that's the point where, so I think in terms of the JSE, in terms of, I guess, which stage we are in, I think that we are in, we would be approaching or in the first stage in terms of just overall markets, like I guess psychology or sentiment, where only like a few people are saying, oh no, but things are actually getting better. And then it's like when you actually
think we're
hear
heading
people
into
talking,
a bull market?
Yeah, I think so. I can't really say when, like, I mean, I could say heading into, and it takes 5 years to totally qualify as a definition, quote unquote, bull market. But I think that we're definitely not in the second or third stage. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
I think we are fair. Definitely, if any stage we're in the first stage, and only a few unusually perceptive people believe things will get better. So I think it'll be interesting, both from the perspective of, I guess, the JSE, the stock, like the company, because I think, when people are viewing the market overall better, I think people associate, because like there'll be a time when people will buy things at almost any price. They'll, invest in almost every IPO. They'll, they're not like, oh, what if this goes wrong? What if that goes wrong? It's like people not even going to think about risk. They're going to say, oh, it's going to go well. It's doing well. It's going to continue to do well. It's going to go to 5. It's going to go to 10. It's going to, people are a lot more bullish or a lot more positive viewing things. I think that people will then also, that will even like, I guess, help probably change the sentiment of the JSE on a whole, and also the JSE as a stock. So I think that will be interesting to see when we reach that point. I think that IPOs will help to reach that point too, because I think the IPOs bring in the new investors, especially like if it's IPOs that are priced in a certain way where there's like a lot of profit left on the table. So it's almost like as is the IPOs, the company's worth $2, is selling it at $1.
Yeah.
In terms of like valuation wise, like price to earnings wise. And